Okay, so the creation of a pathway for illegal immigrants to become citizens in the U.S. will fail to improve the country's current economic position. This is due to the fact that a pathway will firstly not reduce the stress placed on the U.S. legal system, and the fact that it will take jobs away from American citizens, thus hurting the economy. So for the idea that a pathway for citizenship for illegal immigrants will not reduce the stress placed on the U.S. legal system, the idea that illegal immigrants create undue stress upon the legal systems of America is a belief that is believed by both sides. However, I fail to see how creating a more accessible pathway and establishing citizenship for illegal immigrants would effectively deter crime rates and alleviate the financial burden. The United States Department of Justice reports that a total of 57,000 known or suspected aliens were in DOJ custody at the end of the fiscal year of 2018, quarter one, including 38,000 persons in BOP custody and 19,000 in USMS custody. Of this total, 42,000 people had been confirmed by U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement to be aliens, thus meaning non-citizens and non-nationals, while 15,000 aliens are still under investigation by ICE to determine alienage and/or were unlawfully present. Approximately 16,000 aliens in USMS custody required housing in state, local, and private facilities, which cost roughly $1,400,000 a day. The cost of housing and caring for these illegal immigrants falls on U.S. taxpayers, whose finances should be used to care for and better the lives of actual citizens in the country. According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection statistics, which summarize the U.S. Border Patrol enforcement actions related to arrests of criminal aliens for the fiscal year of 2019, it showed that in total there were 2,932 arrests made, while 1,852 arrests were made due to illegal immigration, which Samuel stated a large portion of arrests made are because of re-entering the country and entering the country illegally. A large part is also due to the fact that when they do enter the country legally, they also commit violent crimes as well. The three highest reasons for arrest were illegal drug possession and trafficking, driving under the influence, and assault, battery, and domestic violence. This is only a small sample of the arrests made for illegal immigrants, as it only takes into account those done by Border Patrol, but you can see that illegal immigrants, as they do come into the country and are arrested due to citizenship status, they are also arrested due to the fact that they are coming here and committing crimes in a country that they are not a part of. Therefore, it does not make sense to make it easier for these illegal immigrants who are committing these crimes to enter the country. Instead, preventative measures that work to hinder illegal immigration and force these immigrants who want to enter the country to come in a legal manner that allows for a screening of their background to be done would be the best way to alleviate the burden that illegal immigrants put on the U.S. legal system. In creating an accelerated pathway to citizenship, the idea that a slippery slope may occur is brought forth as well. If we allow illegal immigrants in this country to become citizens, what will stop others from entering the country to do the same, which would then place heavy economic burden on current U.S. citizens, thus leading me to my second reason that an accelerated pathway will fail to benefit the economy due to the fact that these immigrants will take low-skilled American citizen jobs. Firstly, there are no jobs that American citizens won't do. According to the American Community Survey, there are just 24 occupations out of 474 in which illegal immigrants comprise at least 15% of workers. There are 5.7 million natives in these high illegal immigrant occupations, 67% of whom have no education beyond high school. But in occupations that are made up of 5% or less of legal immigrants, 75.5% of natives have education beyond high school. If this was the case, one would be able to pinpoint specific occupations comprised of nearly all workers who are foreign-born. However, this cannot be done. Out of the 474 separate occupations defined by the Department of Commerce, there are only a handful of occupations that are made up of majority immigrants, yet none are completely dominated by immigrants. Both legal and illegal, thus showing that native-born workers partake in every job field. Furthermore, in none of the 474 occupations do illegal immigrants constitute the majority of workers. Many occupations that are stereotypically viewed to be occupations held by immigrants, both illegal and legal, are actually held by native-born Americans as the majority. Maids and housekeepers are comprised of 51% native-born. Construction laborers are 65% native-born, and janitors are 73%. This leads me to my disadvantages, that low-wage blue-collar workers will have lower annual incomes as immigrants depress worker wages. Wages for low-skilled workers have declined as they fell 5% from 1979 to 2013. That may not seem like a huge drop, but during that same period, the hourly wage of high-wage workers rose 41%, according to the Economic Policy Institute. A study on how the Mariel boat lift affected blue-collar workers from George Borjas, a Harvard labor economist, showed that it actually reduced wages for workers that lived in Miami at the time. The Mariel boat lift took place in Miami in 1980 when 125,000 Cuban immigrants came to the U.S., mostly from the town of Mariel. Borjas' analysis found that the wages of high school dropouts in Miami dropped 10 to 30% after the refugee influx, therefore showing that as more immigrants came and filled low-skilled positions, American citizens without high school degrees faced lower wages.